What is up, y'all? Welcome back to the MXNEYCAR National Series here on Fox Sports 1. We are at Texas Motor Speedway, getting ready to kick things off yet again from the Lone Star State. I apologize if I sound a little bit off right now. I am currently sick at the time of recording this video. However, getting better. I was sick at the time of Mexico. I do know that as well. So I am getting back, or you guys do know that as well, but I am getting back, you know, to 100%. Not quite there yet, but we're making progress, so I think I should be alright. But as of right now, we're just going to focus on the race here and see how things go. Kyle Busch on the pole, the 33 of Kevin Harvick on his outside, Brad Keselowski, Casey Atwood behind him, Jason Leffler, Brendan Gaughan, Ricky Stenhouse Jr. and the 32 of Brian Vickers, rounding out your top 10. Here we go. Pace car is in. We are about to begin. Green flag in the air. And that is actually not your top 10. It's Casey Mears and Trevor Bayne rounding out your top 10. We've already got a crash back here. Lots of cars bunching them up. Somebody did not get going off the start. Coming around to complete lap number 1 and retake the caution flag. It's the 38 of Leffler on the inside. Keselowski tried to shut the door. Leffler not giving an inch as they go through 3 and 4. Side by side off of turn number 4 is going to be all Kyle Busch, leading us back to the caution flag. And let's see what happened here on the start of the race to bring out the first caution of the day. Looks like Stanton Barrett completely destroyed in that number 30 car, as well as many others. Let's see what happened here. Oh, the 61 with an issue, couldn't get started. And they just piled in behind. Look at Dale Jarrett. Oh man, definitely not how he wanted his race to go here. But that's how we get started. So let's hop back into things here, shall we? Let's try it one more time. Green flag back in the air here from Texas. Kyle Busch with a good jump is going to lead down into turns 1 and 2. The 88 of Brad Keselowski right on his back bumper. The 29 has a run through 2 as well. Here comes Casey Mears down to the inside. Mears, moderate success in the MG Cup Series. Looking for more here in the Grand National as we're wrecking behind. Jimmy Johnson among others. Hard, and then the outside wall goes to the 64 as well. That's David Stremme and many others involved. Caution is out yet again. Stremme stuck between the apron and the racetrack. And let's see what happened here in turns 3 and 4. It looks like this 4 wide ran out of space. Hard in the outside wall goes Tony Raines. Jimmy Johnson, the 40 of Jeffrey Earnhardt collected as well. 26 of Todd Cleaver right there. And then you see the 81, the 64 also involved. Ryan Newman in the 12, DJ Kennington. Big damage to those cars. Another quick caution. Let's try it one more time. Green flag back in the air. Kyle Busch seemingly had an issue under the yellow. He's not on the racetrack right now. Looks like he might be done for the day unless we can find him somewhere further back in the field. No, Kyle Busch not on the racetrack. Very unfortunate for Kyle. But now this makes things way more competitive for the lead. Here comes Jason Leffler underneath Casey Mears, side by side, contact behind him. It's going to be Leffler leading that lap. The 87 of Nemechek, or excuse me, that's Dave Blaney following through. His teammates Blaney's just gonna stay in line and push that 38 car. Here comes the 32 of Brian Vickers. It's gonna be 3 Brown Racing cars out in front as Brian Vickers follows his teammates through to the race lead, or to the top 3, I should say. Brown Racing, very competitive this season. Vickers is going to push that 87. The 87 now goes down to block the 33. That'll also take him to the lead. As you see Harvick in the mix, trying to shake things up. Contact behind, another car down on the apron is Kim Butler the third, along with the 5 of Dale Earnhardt Jr. Junepug trying to hang on as well and work his way up into the top 5. Butler has got that 5 car all over his rear bumper. Man, these guys are turning each other sideways. I'm not sure how they got wrecking. So we head back down into 3 and 4, or 1 and 2, excuse me. More contact being made. Keselowski all over the rear bumper of that 33 car. The Brown Racing cars starting to fall back. Vickers, though, still on the bottom. He's going to follow through. Coming through 3 and 4. Down the front straightaway yet again. Here comes Brad Keselowski to the race lead. He slides up a little bit. That allows Brian Vickers to get a big run through 1 and 2. Vickers to the inside off of turn number 2. The bottom lane, definitely the way to go. That's where you want to be on this racetrack here, due to the nature of these wide, sweeping corners. Coming down the front stretch, couple cars down in the grass. They're going to keep it straight. That's Chrissy Wallace making some part-time starts down there. Oh, contact. Around goes Keselowski into his team owner, Dale Earnhardt Jr. Big contact down the back straightaway. Multiple cars completely destroyed. Tim Andrews is one of them. 1 car sliding down is Greg Biffle down in turns 3 and 4. More cars coming in. Hard hit for Biffle. Hard hits behind him as well. John Andretti's completely destroyed. The 66 of Stephen Wallace completely destroyed. More cars torn up. Kenny Wallace. Bobby Labonte, big time damage to that 21 car. Oh, and he's still getting hit. They're still making contact. Dale Jarrett's wrecked. Here's that 25 of Bobby Hamilton piling in. Multiple cars killed. Casey Mears leads back to the caution flag. Lots of mayhem and destruction here from Texas Motor Speedway. Caution is out yet again. Let's see what happened this time. Keselowski gets hooked by Harvick down the back straightaway. Watch, 1 car nowhere to go. It's the 17 of Stenhouse. No, that's the 31, excuse me, of Andrews. Biffle got collected. These cars sitting right in the middle of the racetrack, and a huge hit for John Andretti as they were trying to get low. Andretti had a car that was inside, couldn't get any lower. Got pushed right into it, and there's the 52 as well of Derek Cope. Bobby Hamilton Jr. slid up into it. The 66 went on the outside, and the 16 tried to get by, and the 16 just slid down right into his path. Hard lick right there. Further down, they were still wrecking, hitting hard. Kim Butler the third in the 23 car sideways. Let's see what happened up here. Oh, Dave Blaney came up in front of him as he tried to avoid it down on the apron and just couldn't hold it down there. Montoya with a hard lick, and then watch the 23 back down in front of traffic. Kenny Wallace, among others, with nowhere to go. The 21 of Bobby Labonte's destroyed. They were still making contact further down, and they're still hitting. Trying to find it. Here it is. Those cars came to rest right there. The 12 of Newman in the 52. I'm not sure where the 52 was going. Just drove right into the 21 car, and then these guys just kept piling in as the holes they were going for kept closing up. A lot happened that time by, but we're back green here from Texas Motor Speedway. Getting closer and closer to the halfway of this point, or halfway point of this race as well. Casey Atwood back into the mix. He won at Auto Club earlier this year, looking to win it again. Big block from Mears, couldn't quite get there. Here comes Stenhouse to the inside. Push from Atwood. Atwood doesn't have a manufacturer on the front of that car. As you see, there's a Ford logo in the back of that car. So it does have some Ford support, helping out the fellow Ford of Stenhouse. Now splitting them 3 wide. Stenhouse checked up there 3 wide through 3 and 4, or excuse me, 1 and 2. Cars grazing the outside wall there. This is 32 of Vickers trying to push that 17 car, getting him back up to the front. Here comes Chrissy Wallace in the 0 as well, trying to gain some experience, but also trying to gain a win as she moves up in the 2nd place. But here comes the 33 of Harvick underneath. 17 of Stenhouse, the 32 under him as well. More cars coming by, or her as well, I should say. Chrissy Wallace starting to fall back. The 29 of Mears all over her rear bumper as Casey Atwood leads. Casey Atwood continues to block. Casey Mears finally gets by the 0, and now he's trying to work his way up to the front as well. Everybody trying to get by Casey Atwood here. The 32 of Brian Vickers underneath the 85, looking for the race lead. He's gonna get it. He's gonna get a great flyby angle off of turn 2 here. Just shows the speed of these guys. They're going nearly actually right at 195, heading down into turns 3 and 4. Casey Mears to the race lead. Here comes Casey Atwood with a run through the middle as well, trying to get to the outside of that 29 car. Couldn't quite get there, but he gets underneath Jason Leffler. Leffler, oh, the Casey's making contact at the front of the field. Leffler falling back. Here comes the 62 of Brendan Gaughan. Push from his teammate in the 33. Those are 2 Richard Childress related cars working together here. Down the back straightaway as now Harvick pulls out to the inside. Here comes the 17 of Stenhouse underneath Chrissy Wallace. Trevor Bain and Dale Jr. falling back. Just out of draft range. Both cars have a little bit of damage. Just trying to hang on. And we got lap traffic. It's Todd Cleaver bunching everybody back up. Oh boy, very tight squeeze. They're going to get through. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back after this. Welcome back to Texas Motor Speedway. We are under caution yet again here from Texas, and go back and take a look and see what happened to bring it out. I believe it may have been a debris caution. It may not have, because we had a car holding up the field, and usually that ends in disaster. Let's see what happened to Cleaver here. Oh, absolutely nothing. They saved it. Wow, that's interesting. Well then, surely it had to be something with this 26 car. Yeah, caution is out already, so I guess it wasn't. Looks like it was just a debris caution. Yeah, debris. And 1 second, gotta take a call. I apologize for having to end the race crank it up style, as you saw Kevin Harvick just grabbed the win there, and yeah. Last two cautions there. First caution, as you saw, was we'll go back to it just so I can give my commentary for it. It was Dale Earnhardt Jr. in the 5 getting hooked, or rather, let's see. Let's see. Yeah, it was Atwood in the 85 getting hooked into the Dale Jr. 5 car, sends him up in the Chrissy Wallace. They go up into the outside wall hard. And just a pretty big pileup, breaks out some hard hits for Casey Atwood. Definitely not how he wanted his night to end, as it was going so well, but unfortunately is not meant to be. And the second caution there, as you saw, Ricky Stenhouse had some issues there as well. Second caution, that was just the field was coming up on Chrissy Wallace, and they didn't want to have some shenanigans, so they threw the caution because Chrissy was way off the pace. As you saw, they caught her again anyway by the end of this thing. That's how far off the pace she was, but luckily they were able to avoid her that time by. And Brendan Gaughan looked like he was in a place to be, but unfortunately coming to the white, 32 of Vickers got to his inside. Kevin Harvick with the run of the century gets to the inside, sneaks by Gaughan, sneaks by Vickers, and it's going to clear him off of turn number 4. Kevin Harvick wins the race from Texas. That's going to do it. Hope y'all enjoyed. If y'all did, hit the like button and subscribe. We'll see y'all next time, and until then, peace.